Hello my lovely spectators, Dee Dee here. Welcome to my studio. So today we are doing our Twinches, my take on Twinches, and we're going to be doing the 4-step process, right? If you want the cards and if you want the layout and the sign and all that goodness, by all means you can get them in my Ko-fi. They're completely free. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull from the deck each of the different things. So DDSS, and so destination will be what type of base. So we're going to pull this, and for me today this would be clothing tag. But since I have a book I've already made, when I first started thinking doing Twinches, I'm going to use page 60. The detail is going to be what kind of a focal image. So if you don't have these things, then don't worry. So a book is going to be the focal image. Cool. You can interpret these things as however you would like to interpret them. Splash is going to be colors that you have to use within the Twitchy, and so we need to use silver here today, and shine would be some kind of a technique or special embellishment that we need to incorporate as well. So that's going to be for me today. Gesso, I don't have access to gesso today, so I'm gonna put that to the back, and that's fine. Do it if you have to put it to the back, no problem. I suggest if you do get the cards to really look through them. Once you set them up, look for them, pull the ones that you don't have access to or don't use, and then just use over and over the ones that you actually have. So I didn't just cater to what my supplies were, I developed them with ChatGPT. A lace scrap. Okay, we'll see what I have. I have to go and collect up the different things, but let's look at what this looks like. So my book, my take on Twinches, I have a video in the playlist of how I put this book together. It's from an old photo album. So we're going to document over here later what it is that I had to use. I forgot to put last week's, not last week's, yesterday's. So yesterday was, destination was 58. The detail was rose. The splash was green and red. And the shine was a transparent layer. Today it's 60. Our detail is a book. And our splash is silver. And our shine is going to be, what was it again? Oh, lace scrap. Okay, all right. So picture this. 60 is green. So we're going to pull these off. Whew. Okay, I don't mind what the back looks like because, again, this will be will be put back into my book. So think about it. I have 61 pages of 8 Twinches on a page. Do the math. I'm gonna have a bazillion Twinches, and once I'm done over the summer, right, because this is my Twinchy summer, so Twinchy summer of 2026, that's the hashtag that I put out there. I will have a nice huge book that'll probably lay open because things are bulky, but that's cool. I don't mind that. I love it because it just looks like things are getting done. So yeah, so now I have my 60. I need to go find the supplies for book. Again, interpreting how we need to. Silver is the main color, or a color that must be incorporated, and I need to find some lace scrap. So I will be right back. Okay, I found a bunch of stuff. So my idea it's gonna be maybe a little bit longer. I will fast forward through repetitious stuff, whatever the case is. But I've had these little coffee dyed pieces of card. I'm not sure where they came from. They were this size when I got them. So this is going to be used to make a book. This piece of cardboard is going to help me make the pages of the book, or look like the pages of the book. So here's our book. This is not traditional lace, but it has that lace vibe. So I have this. I'm going to take a snippet of that and incorporate it. And then on top of that, or not on top of that, but on top of that, I have these 2 pieces of silver. So that may be fun. We're going to try to incorporate into this. So let's get making the little books. So I need 8 of them because I have 8 Twinchies in my little stash, right? That's how many I set up my book for. So we're going to need to cut out 8. These may also need to be trimmed down. Let me see how long they are. They are 3.5. If I fold them in half like that, oh, look at that. And comparatively to my Twinchie, it's a little big, but I'm not mad at it. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna need our scoring. We're gonna need to score because this is I don't wanna goof it up. So a quick little score. Let's see where it folded naturally, and that just happened to be nice for that. It folded at 1 7/8. Ooh, let's not cut it. Okay, I know you can't hardly see. Let me try to move you so you can see what I'm doing. Take out this. Okay, so let's see. Is that where it's at? Yeah, so let's do that more official, and so that I know where to fold the rest of them. I can't see it, I have to feel it. Okay, I think it's there. So 1 5/8, I believe. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna turn it on the other side and do it at 1 5/8. Is that what it was? Guys, I'm losing it. Okay, right here. So 1, 2, yeah, 5/8. Oh my goodness, my math is not mathing. Okay, so if I do that, then I have this a little more official, more better. It's not a word. That's not how you speak English. It's a little bit thicker than the cardboard, so I may need to double up on the cardboard, which is fine. So we're gonna do that. So let me just score, and I'll be speeding through this as you guys are there. Okay, so those are scored. So let me see. This is about 1.5 inch deep. So let me try to cut this with my trimmer. Take this blue off of here. Okay. And it is, like I said, 1.5 deep. It is 2 inches big in terms of depth. Okay, so let's do that. Let's see if we can cut these guys down. I may need to go to ruler and a knife. Let's do it on this side because that side is nice edge. Okay, at least that'll give me where the scissors go. So 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. Okay. So I'm using the marking over here, which is 2 inches, to get my 2 inch mark. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's okay. Let's get rid of some of this excess, and then we will cut the rest of it. Okay, and cut this one off. Okay, so there we go. This is basura. Can I put this in here? No. Let's cut this in somewhat in half. Okay. Okay. So now we said it was 1.5 inches deep. So we're gonna cut there 1.5, and then I'm gonna cut again at 1.5 right here. So yeah, that's perfect. We're gonna get rid of this. Let's do a test run. Okay, we're gonna cut one of these off, and it's already connected, so I'm just gonna do this. Where's the one that's already folded? and we're gonna see how this fits. So it's giving me book vibes, which is fine. This is a creative thing. So I'm happy with that. So we have one book. We've got 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna need to get another piece of cardboard in a second. 1.5. Yeah, and then 1.5. I had a momentary oopsie in my brain. So we're gonna cut this off. Okay. Okay, so we've got this guy. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just need one more to make our 8th book. Let me grab another piece of box. There you go. Because, you know, as us crafters, we have stuff everywhere. It's just sitting around waiting for us to use it. Let me do, let's see. Let me do the 1.5. The 1.5. Okay. And then let me do the 2 inches. And all we need is this little piece right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Put that over there. And I believe we're done with the trimmer. So we're gonna have all of these guys are just gonna be our little inside books. So we're gonna have to glue these up and score everything around. And then we will see how we're going to play with the lace and the silver. So for the gluing and everything, I'm gonna fast forward you.
Tags and pockets, flips and folds, washi tape and stories told. Paint and stamps begin to play. We craft the stress and doubt away. Yo soy artista, con 26. Con papel, con glue, con style. No perfection, just expression. Got our pages of confession. Don't sit back and watch the show. My lovely spectators, let's create.
Okay, so as you saw, we gave it a little color, a little inking, get a little ink everywhere. I don't know how. The way I hold my thing, I always get ink on this little spot in my palm. So all of the books have been inked. Some of them have cracked. It's so funny because there's a coffee dyed. They released coffee smell once they were scored and like the surface was cracked. So I'm getting my coffee hit right now. All right. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in a good spot for you guys. Okay, there we go. These guys have been sitting under so that they could be held. I'm not worried about how off-center they are. I want them to have that bookish kind of papery feel. So the next thing is to kind of do that. So I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to take the adhesive. We're going to add adhesive on this side. And then add adhesive on this side. And then I'm going to put them to the side. So like that. There's our book, and then they need to go underneath to be held closed. So now I'm gonna fast forward through that, guys.
Tags and pockets, flips and folds, washi tape and stories told. Paint and stamps begin to play. We craft the stress and doubt away. Yo soy artista, con 26. Con papel, con glue, con style. No perfection, just expression. Got our pages of confession. Don't sit back and watch the show. My lovely spectators, let's create.
Okay, while those are setting up, I was thinking about the fact that I'm not really doing anything to the base, and the base is such a nice color. But I want to add something. I know I'm not facing you guys so bad. I'm just looking through my stamps. I think I want to stamp something on there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take this. Oh, another stamp I haven't used. It's Tim Holtz's stamp set. Because we're talking about books and I think of writers and whatever, I think I'm gonna pull out this typewriter guy right here and just give it a little background. So this is, which one is this? Deconstructed. CMS 489. Well, let me not do that because I gotta put it back. And then I have to struggle to put it back. I'm not gonna do it any specific way either. I'm gonna take my distressed ink, nothing too fantabulastic, and I'm just gonna lay them out. I'm gonna just stamp across a little bit, that's all. So we're just gonna go into the black soot distress. We're gonna get a little bit of ink, even if it's not 100%. I'm fine with that, and that's just gonna give us a little background, a little bit of texture to the piece. Okay. Okay, so that it's just not a solid green underneath the book. And hopefully it'll be picked up on that it's a typewriter situation. Yes, a little crooked, but that's okay. Maybe I'll even, should I ink the edges? I don't know. Okay. So super fast, right? Yeah, this is pretty fast. You know, I'm not, like I said, too worried about the perfection of it. It's just a hint of texture. Okay. Now with the lace, I was thinking I need to attach lace. I don't know if I want to attach it to the book or if I want to put it under the book. But the book is so big, and that's, you know, why I don't think I was going to add another layer here. So that's kind of why I was like, let me see about not, what do you call it? Not having anything else other than the green. So let me just wipe this off with a microfiber kind of cloth. Get some of this off, and I'll clean it more official later. Just so that I'm not getting residual too much on me. Okay. Okay. Let's put this back over here. Yes, I know I should put it away, but it's, you know, it's not gonna happen. So here we have our little books. Everybody seems to be glued. Perfect. Now we need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. And also the silver. So initially I was thinking the silver could be like our spine. I don't know, what do you guys think? You know how we always decorate our spines and stuff? Could even put it here. But then I also have this, and I was like, what if we add some of that? I mean, I don't think I have enough to put on all 8 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Possibly do something like that. But that doesn't look well placed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I could do something like that. I might be able to get a little bit of a V. They don't all have to be identical either. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see. We've got our book that's gonna go here. Okay, so we need to incorporate the silver for sure. This is just not enough of it. It's fun, but I don't think there's enough of it. I lost a piece of it because it was more than just this a minute ago. Anyway, so we can just cut a little bit of this and add it to the front of the book, maybe along with this. And each one will have a silver and black piece of lace. Laciness. Okay. Just gonna cut random pieces. So let's say this one is gonna get a piece that looks like this. Okay, so let's do that. This one is gonna get a piece. Oh, doesn't want to cut. Okay. Okay. Like that. Okay. Okay, and then we're just gonna, let's just put some black lace on each of the books. So that is that with that. Let me put that in my scrappy pile. All right. Oh, the silver wants to come back. Okay, okay. So let's attach this. Now, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna put this as a spine? So if I attach this little piece of black somewhere as an accent of the cover, and this down the spine, I don't think that looks half bad. But I could also do it like this, and I could change it up from book to book, right? No, I think I want that as the spine, and the black to look like it's coming out of the spine. Okay, let's see if we have enough for all the spines. Okay, let's see, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 4. And we're gonna fold this in half. My nose. No, don't start up. That's more than long enough. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Fold it in half and then fold it in half. So we're gonna cut here and here. All right, perfect. So let's adhere some stuff. Let's start with the spines. Let's get those guys on. So we're gonna put our adhesive, good fair amount here, and then we're just gonna attach our spine. Now I don't know where my fabric tack is, so this is why we're going this route. Okay, so we're just gonna, now I have to hold it longer. Oh no, I wish I had my hot glue then, but I don't. Okay, that is not wanting to play well with others. Okay, and then this can be here. So I would just take off this little piece. Okay, and let's see. Let's see how this is gonna work with this. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's gonna take some effort, so you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do all of these and then come back because it's gonna take some drying time. So I will put you on pause and be back in a moment. Okay, so glue was not my friend. Not having the fabric tack was not my friend, but the job was done. We have all of our little ornate books ready to go. So we have the silver on the spine, we have a lovely ornate cover, we have a base. So all I'm going to do is just affix them like that, and that's going to be our Twinchie. So to stay away from the glue, I'm just grabbing some big old heavy duty glue dots, and I'm going to place those down. And yeah, so they're all going to be exactly in the same spot. I'm just putting glue dots on all of the bases for now. And then as I glue them, I will give you a little up front and personal visual. So we're gonna press that down so that it's nice. It's one of those nano dots, So it's going to be a little lifted, but that's okay. And then we're just going to do something like that. And there's our first little one. All right, looks like a little book. It's cute. We're going to take our second, press it down so that it's stuck to the paper. Then we're going to take our next one. We're going to just, like, there you go, press it down. And we have our little two. Press that down. Okay. Here's our number 3. And so that was an experience. It's cute. I think they're adorable, but again, you know, I guess I'm biased. So if you've enjoyed the video, maybe you want to play along. Like I said earlier, the decks and everything are in my coffee shop, no charge, just to have fun for the summer. So hashtag Twinchies Summer 2026. And this is just my take on it. I know people do it throughout the year on Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that to have the alliteration of the T's keep going. I decided to do it this way. So if you're new, please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. If you have been a spectator for a very long time, thank you so much for your continued support and fandom. And yeah. So we're going to put these into the book, and then we will be ready to go for tomorrow and see what we pull from our decks. Okay, here we go. Keep forgetting to press the dot down firmly so that it sticks. Okay, so we've got our 8 little Twinchie books. So we had our lace scrap, which was the black. We have our silver accent, which is the binding. The 60, which was the green base, and our lace and our book. So we satisfied our little cards. All right, let's get them in the book. So this was page 60. Yeah, I should have put the Tim Holtz stamp away, but not yet. So we're going to go back to page 60. Oh, she fell off. Okay, and we're going to move these over, and we're going to start pressing them back onto that adhesive that's still waiting for us. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And there she goes. They're in our book. She's getting chunky. Anyway. Alright, again, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Ciao.